Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine and I'm from Northern Ontario, Canada. You could help me a great deal if you clicked on the like button and subscribed. I haven't done this online, but I am getting more comfortable, and the more I do this, the more comfortable as I should be. So let's get started calling in your tribe. The last 3 days have been the equinox and the full moon. We have a full moon in the northern hemisphere tonight. So these 3 days have been extremely powerful for energies, positive energies. And it is focused mostly on the home front. Many of you have been calling in your tribe, manifesting, setting out intentions, cleansing yourself, and you've certainly done the work over the last year. So let's get started. I have already pre-shuffled as usual. A few more. Alrighty, folks, here we go. The rattle, the lower world, the seer, the earth keeper, the holy mountain, and the heart of sky. Here is our tribe. I'm going to be reading from the book for most of these. Maybe all of them. I really do love how they write. The writer of this, Alberto Villoldo. Number 43. That's a 7. The rattle. The essence. The rattle is a spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth, spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of the spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your experience. My candle holder broke. $31, 3 plus 1, that's 4. It's interesting that broke during the reading of the rattle. Simply because the rattle warns us to be careful what we manifest. Be careful what you wish for. It's also because it was too hot, but there's another candle lit in the window and the incense as well. The lower world holds hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is the place of our ancestors where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. It is the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. It is time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small, in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors, their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, and the way they died will become blessings. Inner work and the rewards of it. How wonderful. All right, we have the seer. The seer. 4 plus 5 is 9. The seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms, where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. This symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The seer knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it truly is without judgment. The seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. The invitation is that you trust your intuition and follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it appears that your hunch is taking you in circles or even through a maze, but the hidden realms don't follow the rules of a two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen, to include the nuances and some subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The seer has gifted you with his magic. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and your vision is clear. The Earth Keeper. Oops. Number 18, another number 9. Just as you're involved in co-creating your world, you're also responsible for its well-being. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of the Earth and all life. They choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where all beings live in peace and where the rivers and the air are clean. Remember that everything you do has an impact for 7 generations. I'd like to speak a moment about this because it's also biblical. The sins of the fathers will pass down to the sons for 4 generations. And I was recently reading for someone that showed they were paying the karma of the generations before them, 3 generations before them. He was the 4th. He was the karma breaker, paying the karmic debt for his ancestors to clear the path. I can tell you something else that has been studied scientifically. I'm going to use the example of a pedophile because that's the only thing coming to my mind for an example right now. But scientists have theorized, they've done some tests, that after 4 generations, if there has been pedophilia in the family for that 4 generations, chances are high that a child born in that generation is born a pedophile. And then there's the child that is born to break it, pay the karmic debt, and gather the karmic rewards that come with it. God bless you people who are doing that now. Be strong. Be strong. You are blessed. Oh, that kind of falls in line with this card too. The Holy Mountain. 25. That's another 7. So we've got 2 7s, 2 9s, and a 4. Native people around the earth recognize mountains as places of great power. Actually, biblically and in mythology, that's where the fallen angels hung out. People called them gods. But yes, for thousands of years, and in the text, there have been stories of gods in the mountains. They recognize the mountains as places of great power where one encourages or encounters, spirit, or where the gods or goddesses reside. In ancient Greece, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 main gods and goddesses. Interesting. 12 disciples. In Tibet, pilgrims, I've never said that word, circumambulate Mount Kailash to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climb the ice-capped Mount Osengate to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. I'm usually much better at reading than this, but my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. The Holy Mountain invites you to go on a sacred pilgrimage to acquire vision and perspective. First, you must accept the present situation as an opportunity to discover higher understanding. Find a sacred altar where others who came before you have prayed and found wisdom, and make you offering there. Make a commitment to walk with courage, love, and compassion until you see with clarity the perfection of all. And the final one, or 24. Oh my goodness, I'm dyslexic too. The heart of the sky. It is the love force that made all creation possible. Same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form, or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. The heart of sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, the artist, all guided by the heart of sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly, and allow the universe to take care of the details. So in calling in our tribe, our help today is the seer, the earth keeper, and the heart of sky. We have gone to the holy mountain as earth keepers. And we have the help from the heart of sky. The rattle, the lower world, and the seer. This is all about the energies in the last 3 days, and they've culminated into what we are climaxing to this evening for those who are manifesting, praying, meditating, giving to the universe, and allowing the universe to give to them. God bless you, everyone, on this day. Enjoy it. Manifest well. Get rid of the crap and bring in the new. Thank you so much for joining me.